So a couple years ago, I was given the gift of a sabbatical. And during that sabbatical, I decided I was going to go offline. My goal was 6 weeks. I was going to pretend it was 1992. No texting, no email, no internet, not even pagers. And in that 6 weeks, I was just determined to not look at my phone. I was so excited. I even printed out the maps for the 2 cities that I was going to go and visit during this sabbatical. The problem is, I kept cheating. That first week, I kept looking at my phone. See, one of the things that I got to right before I went on the sabbatical was inbox zero. Have you ever been there? It's like nirvana. No emails in your inbox. And so every night, I just could not help myself and just check my email just so I could delete everything that'd come in. And finally, after a week of cheating, I got an email from Sulinda, who had given permission to help me follow up with emails, and it said this: stop checking your email. And if you could go on to read the fine print, she basically threatens me that if I don't stop checking my email, she is going to actually change my password, which I did not think was fair. In fact, I was really angry. So I decided to, in that moment, try to work through those steps to get rid of the anger before I responded, because you're not supposed to respond to an email when you're angry. You're not even supposed to respond to an email when you're on sabbatical, but even still, I finally calmed down enough to thank her. Thank you for giving me the gift of some time off. Now, what's interesting is the moment I got off my phone, it was really actually quite difficult. I felt like I was missing something. I kept reaching for something that was not there. Other times, I would notice that literally no matter where I was the only person not on my phone. It was incredibly lonely at the mall or at the movie theater or at the airport. But even worse, I began to have these anxious and even dark thoughts. And what I began to realize is that what I'd been doing for 22 years was allowing my phone to be a distraction from reflection. I was letting my phone be a distraction from actually dealing with things that are internal. I was actually allowing the phone to become a distraction from God. And so in the end, I was able to be off the phone, the internet, for 5 weeks. And you know what I discovered? In that time, I'd also told my wife, I'm only going to watch television when you want to watch it, which I discovered is not very often. But in the midst of that, this lack of screen time, I actually experienced peace. I was able to work through those anxious feelings with God and with reflection and thought. I actually became incredibly productive. It was remarkable. In those 5 weeks, I read 21 books in the Bible, 7 books on my reading list. I fixed the AC window unit. I even went through physical therapy after hurting my back, fixing the window AC unit. I got one kid registered for college. I got another kid her driver's license. I got our passports renewed. I mean, I was a productive person. It's amazing what you can get done. I even started learning a foreign language, ASL. With all this time, I also discovered rest. In fact, now we try to take a Sabbath once a week, just time away from the phone, time away from the news, just time connected with each other and with God.